Welcome back. It's a beautiful week. I hope you made it through the snowpocalypse. I think we had a couple inches here, but it was wet, and believe it or not, it's all gone now. I think it was 8 hours ago or 10 hours ago. We had a lot of snow on the ground, but it's been a fun day. It's been a hell of a deal, and I am going to start back in doing some of these vodka trials. We got our famous can of vodka here, and I've got a table full of projects, so we'll move some stuff around. My apologies. Don't look down. It's a mess. Okay, that, and I think last time I wanted to try, just to verify the root beer. I don't remember what else I did with it that I liked. It was root beer and not regular Coke, but there was something else. This is the zero sugar root beer. But I don't remember what else I had that I thought was maybe a contender. Was it the cream soda? I don't think so. Oh, it was in Manzanita Soul. I didn't bring a can, but it was good. It was the apple with some vodka, and I am not going to make the trip back up to the garage. That stuff is up in the other refrigerator. I want to put a little bit of whiskey in here first. Okay, we're going to clean off the whiteboard. We're going to clean off the whiteboard. Oh, that's racist. And start keeping track of this, because we got to find... It's been busy. Sorry, had a little stroke there. We'll get a little extra. Just to see, because if I get too much and it tastes like crap, then I don't know that it would be a clear winner. But if I get too much and it tastes good, we would have a clear winner. And now, somehow, I've lost my top to my vodka. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. It's like a 10mm socket. It's just gone. Just gone. Okay, well, whatever. We don't need a lid. Not right now, anyway. Okay, we'll pour some of this in here. So that was a half, doing halvesies. Okay. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to go get myself a cup to pour into. Oh, I have a jug here. I'm good. Okay, I'm still doing it. It's doing good. I'm liking that. And that was with even more for a half, you know. My apologies, I'm still looking for my damn cap. And it's the same color as, you see, it's that color, and I've lost it amongst the shit here. So, yeah, tell me about it. I got to clean my shit. This is a mess. Okay, oh, hey, bam. Okay, all right. Hey, you got to tell me, I guess everybody watches this at midnight. Are you just trying to go back to sleep? And you know, you need something to put you down? Am I putting you to sleep? Or are you like night shifters and just trolling YouTube for crazy shit? Let me know. But this is going to be Vodka Trials Take 2. I'm gonna try this, and I've got some juices down here, and yes, everybody's had a Bloody Mary, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna do a little bit of V8 too. I guess it's not like it's gonna make a difference. I don't care for Bloody Marys, but I did. If you watched, I don't know, last year sometime, I did one where I made a margarita. No. What was it called? Malibu Mary. It's a Malibu Mary. You take Malibu rum, shot of Malibu rum, and a can of V8, and it turns the V8 like into a sweet drink. Some people like sweet tomatoes. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I can take it or leave it. But it is good. It's very good. So we're going to clean this board up so we can keep track of shit and start scribbling it down. Yeah, and it does hit you. The alcohol does hit you, but it doesn't linger like vodka lingers when you mix it with some root beer. I'll try the sugared stuff another day, but as far as that goes, that's sugar-free, and it turned out really good. I'm surprised. Okay, I got to get my can. I got to get a paper towel. Come here, buddy. We got to start wiping some stuff off here. This is going to be tough. Okay, so I want to tell you the backstory here. If you can see this, 9/7. I'm sorry. Yeah, 9/17. I'm sorry, and then plus leap day, 365 plus 1 and so anyway, someone very, very close to me got sick. We've been friends for 30-some years, right? Inseparable, just an indescribable bond. And I don't know, she got a hold of me and seemed like it was July, maybe August of 2016. Hey, I went to the VA. I wasn't feeling right, and they told me I've got pancreatic cancer, and I'm not going to make it through December. And you know, being the Mr. Fix-It guy that I am, I immediately start trying to figure out, you know, what can be done to fix it. You know, and stage 2 cancer and whatever, C plus or C1 plus 2 or something. Whatever the doctor's lingo was. But stage 2. And, you know, there's, 4% chance of surviving a stage 2 occurrence. And, you know, she's not stupid. No, you know, any intelligent person gets out the book and does the research, or get your phone out or get on your computer and do the research. You know, we know the statistics. We're not foolish. So we knew, you know, she knew. I say we. I didn't go through it with her, but you know, it's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. Well, anyway, ended up down at Sam Houston, getting treatment and everything, and you know, as the bystander, as the friend, you have to remain optimistic at every corner for their sake. You know, even though you know the cold hard truth, and of course I did sit down and say, look, you know, let's be real. Let's be real. There's a very slim chance of this working out, but you got to try. You know, you got to try. You can't give up. And she didn't. Man, she was a trooper, tough till the very end. And it was not December when she finally passed. She went down to Sam Houston, got chemo. Hey, the tumor shrunk. You know, things are looking real good. Oh, that's awesome. It's all downhill from here. You know, all the good words you're supposed to say. But by February of 2018, I think that's right. No, February 2017. I think that's right. Anyway, the chemo wasn't helping. Shit wasn't working out, and they tried to switch it up, and you know, it didn't get any better. But glad to say that she made it all the way to September of the following year. I think it was 2017. But anyway, I told her, you know, hey, I got a bell in the shop. When it's time and you go, ring that bell. Let me know you're around. She said, well, my plan, and, you know, you do the research and figure out what you're going to do when you die. What happens when you die? And, you know, nobody really knows, but there's testimonials of people going to heaven and everything. That's cool. There's also testimonials of these people that do, you know, palm readings and talk to the dead and whatever. They say, well, you stick around on Earth, you know, for a number of weeks or months, and no explanation why or any of that. And who the hell really knows, right? Anyway, her plan was to stay around for a year. And this is the funny part now. she said, "Well, I'm planning on staying around for a year, and then I'll go. I want to make sure my kids are going to be good, and my husband's going to survive without me." I'm like, "Listen, everybody's going to survive without you. You just go. Don't get stuck here, right? Because this place, I mean, it's a great life, right? We're blessed, especially, where we're at. We're blessed, but compared to where we're going, this place sucks. But anyway, gonna be there. I'm gonna stay around for a year, and my response, as you can see, 2017 is a leap year, right? And of course, immediately puts a smile on your face, and together you laugh and just enjoy one more minute of life, however brief that minute may be. Anyway, now I remember I was building a dispatch center, and she shot me a text, just checking in, how you doing, blah blah blah. And we're talking back and forth, and she's like, I'm feeling just exhausted. I can't stay awake, and I'm a realist. I'm gonna talk real. A lot of the times, it's not going to be doom and gloom. It's just going to be real. I said, well, that's your kidneys shutting down. I've been through kidney failure before, or right on the edge, man. And you get what's called go into a renal coma, and it's fatigue, serious fatigue, like you've never seen before, like you've never, had. And I said, you're going to fall asleep. The nurses will make sure that you're medicated. You will not feel any pain. So it's going to be fine. She's like, my faith is failing me. And I said, don't let your faith fail you. You're going to a great place, and you're going on an amazing journey. You got to be ready, because you don't have a choice. You got to be ready, and just face it. I said, you remember when you left for boot camp? You was nervous as hell. Remember when you went to Korea? You were nervous as hell. Same thing. You got the same nerves. Just imagine that you're going to Korea or whatever. This is your trip. This is your journey, and it's going to be great. Trust me, it's going to be great. And that was my last conversation with her, and that was, I don't know what day it was, honestly, but on the 17th of September, 2017, on the 17th of September, I have a bell in my truck, rides on the passenger side sun visor, and I was downtown on 12th Street, and that bell rang. That bell rode in my truck for 2 months and 3 months. I don't know, a little while. That bell never rang, and then all of a sudden the bell rings. Just a ding. That's all it was. And maybe it's just my mind. I don't know. But this overwhelming feel of joy and happiness came over me, and I had a solid confidence that she had passed. Before she passed, she told me that she wanted to go home, and I didn't have the heart to say it. I really didn't, and I probably shouldn't have, and I wouldn't have, but probably for the better that I didn't say anything. But if you die in the hospital will cover, body preparation, all that jazz. Okay, so they put the stuff in you and drain the blood out and all that. I think the hospital will cover all that shit. And if you die at home, it's a different story. You have to send the deceased remains to the funeral home, and the funeral home will do all the prep there. So, I mean, Just something to think about. Just something to think about. When I die, I don't know that I'll care for the comfort of home. I will be ready to go, and no, just wherever it's my time. And if I don't see you, goodbye, whatever. I gotta roll, But who knows? But this block right here would be just another form of communication. If she wanted to describe something in there, if she was around, she could. That was the opportunity. Nothing ever got scribed there, which is fine. Not for us to decide how long we get to stick around, for sure. But, we can try, right? We can try. And don't forget leap day. That's extra 24 hours. I've been told when you're dead, it doesn't matter. Time isn't important. So I don't know. But this is coming off. And it's been there a while. Probably, almost 4 years. Almost 4 years that's been there. And you still don't forget. And I went to a funeral last week. A pillar of the community. She passed away. I'd known the family my whole life. And I hate going to funerals and stuff like that. Just the mourning and the grieving, Of course, there's funny stories. There's always funny stories. Brother Mike got up there and told a good funny story, and that helps. But I don't want to grieve because you're going to a great place when it's your time, and I hate the fact that we got to grieve. It is a human nature. You have a grieving process. The 5 steps or whatever of grieving, they're real. They're for real. And, you still find yourself talking to the person that passed away, and you have to go through this process. And it's not a horrible process, I guess. For some people it is. Some people just cannot accept it. But you have to accept when your time's to go. When it's your time to go, you have to accept it. When it's somebody else's time, when it's your best friend's time to go, or your mother or your father or your kid, even though it sucks. I mean, you get cancer when you're, fucking 44, 43. You get pancreatic cancer and you're dead. You see your 45th birthday, but it sucks because you're on chemo and you've lost 120 pounds and you're just thin as a rail, not healthy at all, and it's pretty shitty. It's pretty shitty. But we don't get to choose. We just fight for what we can handle. Do it every day. We don't give up the fight because we're tough. We're some tough motherfuckers, right? Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let's clean this off. We'll get rid of this. It's hard to do. You got to keep it together, though, and just roll on. I'm not a man of emotion, but when somebody close to me goes, it's tough. My stepmom passed away years ago, and oh Lord, I want to tell you, the funeral director came up to me because I was kind of the go-to person, I guess. I don't know why everybody wants me to do the damn organizing and shit of everything, but I always get fucking picked. Anyway, he's like, it was a long funeral. It took a while, and he was like, hey, we got a long drive, and we got to get on the road if we're gonna get to the grave site and have everything done and have the service at the grave site before it gets dark. And I'm like, oh geez. So I had to. My dad is up here at the coffin, and people are still talking. I mean, my dad, we can go anywhere, and there's going to be somebody that knows him, shakes his hand, and sits there and talks to him for an hour. But these people just lingered. And that was good. That's great, right? No problem. They lingered, but I had to go up and tell my dad, we've got to close the casket and head towards the graveyard, right? The cemetery. And my kids, all three of my kids were there. Well, I think Abby's, the others were there. All my kids were there. All my kids were there, every one of them. I had 7 kids between 2 of us. And they were all there, and they all watched me bawl like a little fucking baby. I mean, I couldn't do it because I had to finalize the departure of my stepmother from my dad, the person that loved her more than anybody in the world. And God, that was tough. That was tough. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go to funerals. I don't want to go to wakes. I just don't want to do that stuff. It can be too much. Too much. So let's move on then. Let's talk about vodka. Let me know if you've done any research on vodka, because I'm just curious. Do they put sugar in it? Do they not put sugar in it? Why is it so healthy or supposed to be low calorie and all that? Because I don't know. I do know it's good with root beer. That's that and Manzanita Soul. Let's keep track here. Let's keep track. Okay, let's see if I can even write on this. Manzanita Soul. Do we just do a go or a no go? 1, 2, and 3. 1, tastes like ass. 2 is tolerable. And 3 is good. I'm not going to say great because I'm not a vodka drinker. I don't like vodka. But we got tastes like ass, tolerable, and good. And in Manzanita Soul, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to give it a 2.5. And then the Coke, it was just straight up Coca-Cola. I'm going to give it a 1 because it tastes like ass. Get my line going here. And what did I just have? A&W. A&W 0. I'm just going to call it 0, but it's 0 sugar. Can you read that? Man, I hope you can read that shit. I'll try to get it closer. Okay, Manzanita Soul, Coke 0, A&W 0. That's a 3. That's good. That's good. And I'll come back to the Manzanita Soul. I might update that because that was doable. Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Getting messy over here, and I don't have any room. I don't have any room to work. This is insanity. Okay. There it is. I got one here. This is a Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. Let's log it. Make sure we don't forget. I'm not going to put DP because that just sounds too porno. I don't know. Okay, Dr. Pepper. I'm not going to do Dr. P either. That sounds kind of sick. Okay, Dr. Pepper, here we go. And make some suggestions if you inquire about how vodka tastes with a particular beverage, and I'll try it. Sorry, the phone's just precariously perched on a block of sanding wood. Okay, here we go. We're still doing halvesies, and we're doing Dr. Pepper 0 sugar. And we're going to see if this is worth a crap. it didn't fizz up and go crazy. And I've got regular Dr. Pepper out in the truck. And I can try some of that. Is this a 12 ounce? 16 ounce. Well, if it's a half and I'm doing a can's 12 ounce, I only want 6 ounces in there. So this is a 10 ounce, so 6 ounces is going to be 60%, right? Boy, I'm good at math. I'd be good at math, Mom. All right. There. That looks kind of green, too. That looks odd. Kind of like the Manzanita Soul. It turned out greenish. And I don't know what that was all about. But it was still, like I said, tolerable. Tolerable. All right, I'll put the root beer up. And find my cap. Here's my cap. Okay. All right. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. And now it's blowing up. Ooh. God, it's got so much foam in it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to drink it. Okay, that's all right. I mean, I honestly, I don't really taste the vodka, and it doesn't have the linger. I mean, I can taste a little bit of alcohol, but that was a half a shot with a half a can. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I mean, it's not yummy like the root beer. It held all its root beer flavor. Of course, this is Dr. Pepper, and it's 0 sugar. Dr. Pepper